I believe we are ready to begin. First of all, thank you a lot for joining us today. It's a great honor of welcoming you here at our FLS Meetup Night. Thank you. I would like you to give a very warm welcome to our first speaker, Natalia. Yeah, so Natalia, please, and I'm giving you the stage. And one more time, let's give a very warm welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalia. I'm a business analyst, and this is my first time, the first time I participate in FLS Meetup, so go easy on me, please. I've been working, just a moment. I've been working at FLS for more than 4 years, I'm sorry, and I'm an occasional tennis player. So, for a little warm-up, are there any BAs here? Great. Any designers maybe? Okay. Anyways, I think this presentation will be beneficial for any other roles as well. So let's start. Business analysts, what do they do? What are their core competencies? What are their key responsibilities? As a short disclaimer, we are talking about BAs working in agile systems. And I must tell you, this role is pretty flexible. So I will be talking about my experience and what I did as a BA so far. So first comes the problem, some issue that happens. Maybe it's initiated by BA or product owner or stakeholders. It doesn't matter, but there is the problem. Then BA gathers requirements and then negotiates these requirements with the dev team, with the stakeholders. They get overwritten many times, as we know. And finally, they get accepted by everyone. And that's when the development starts. So it starts here. Then the dev team does their work. Everything is developed, everything is tested, and BA does user acceptance testing and writes creating or supporting documentation, handovers, user guides, and so on. And then it repeats again. Now let's see UI/UX designer core competencies and their workflow. So again, there is the problem. Designer creates prototypes, then prototypes are negotiated, they get fixed many times. Then designer performs usability testing, and there are more and more fixes. Then finally, the design is accepted by everyone, and designer documents this solution and delivers it, presents to everyone, and only then development starts. So these workflows look kind of similar, and we see that BAs and designers have a lot in common. And at their core, BAs and designers are problem solvers, both of them. But also there are differences, well, except for the obvious ones. BAs strongly lean towards domain expertise, while designers are more about mixed knowledge about various products that they worked on or that they've seen. Then BAs are strongly focused on the roadmap, while designers generate ideas on how product could look based on their UX research that they've done. And analysts, business analysts, present requirements that end product must meet, while designers are more focused on user needs, observations, and current pain points. It means that BAs are more about emphasizing business perspective, versus designers are more about emphasizing the end user needs. If we go back in time, 10, 20 years back, we can remember that UX often took a backseat to functionality. But with time, it changed a lot. And as you can remember, when the internet was born, users were expected to adapt to machines and navigate through complex interfaces and learn intricate commands. And then it turned out that the machines should adapt to the user and not the other way around. Because users already have tasks to perform, and a well-designed tool should seamlessly integrate into the user workflow, making users' life simpler and elevating products from being just functional to being exceptional. Nowadays, UX matters in both B2B and B2C worlds, and it cannot be overrated. Here I gathered some examples of products or companies that are considered to be good in terms of UX. Maybe you have other examples of such companies, or maybe you agree or disagree with some of these. What do you think? With Duolingo? Yeah.
As any more examples, maybe?
I'm just not sure about the Tesla one.
I'm not sure about Zoom.
Well, Zoom is quite simple, and I think it's the strongest point of Zoom. It's so simple, and you can understand it. If you're using it for the first time, you cannot get it wrong.
Maybe Meet can also be added here. Because
Google Meet.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty easy to use.
Yeah, I would agree. And about the Tesla, recently I learned that you can use only one pedal while you drive, and I was... and I'm not sure people can drive normal cars after they drive Teslas because it's so simple and...
That way, like driving way, alright, because you know about the manipulating with the old stuff that you have in car for the only one screen, it's quite not user-friendly, I believe. And also, there was a lot of research about this one, so just like my point of view, but anyway, sorry for going deeper. Sorry.
Okay. Now let's refer to the case from my previous project. The project was the tool for building marketing campaigns. So, for example, if you're an owner of a network of stores, for example, I don't know, if you sell sneakers and you are the owner of Buzz, Buzz store in Montenegro sells sneakers. So, for example, there is a new year and you need to run a marketing campaign, so you can use our tool to build this campaign. Especially if your network is big and international and you cannot use Excel for that, or, I don't know, any other tools. What you see on the slide is before stage. So user comes to this page to create or edit a marketing campaign. And you can see that there are some data to populate and a table to set up. And when our users came to this page, they were confused and they didn't really understand what they need to do first, what they need to do next, what are their first steps. So we were working together with a UX designer, and that's the solution we developed. As you see, we broke this page into tabs, and the tabs show the steps through which the user should go. So the workflow became much more clearer, much more transparent, and there are no more questions what user should do first and what steps there are to create a marketing campaign. So this change was driven both by business need and UX research. So first, user populates general details about the campaign, then selects the stores, then selects the items that are needed in the stores, and then your table is created. And there are a couple of additional tabs for more advanced features. What we also done on this project was to work with the content, with the images, for example. Our users created store profiles and they uploaded a lot of images to the store profiles. And we noticed that these images could typically be divided into the groups based on where in the store it happens. So, for example, it could be the entrance of the store, or kids section, men's section, footwear, and so on. So after this change, it became a lot easier to navigate through images, maybe to replace the images which are no more relevant, and do the other changes to store profiles. While working on problems like these, me and our UX designer used the following tips to improve our cooperation. Empathy was our starting point. So both BAs and UX designers rely on empathy to understand their stakeholders, be it business needs or end user needs. Shared research. BA usually conducts stakeholder interviews, surveys, and UX designer usually develop user interviews, usability tests, and persona creation. And by sharing these research results, we can prove that everyone is on the same page. Brainstorming ideas. Instead of working independently, BAs and UX designers can benefit from brainstorming sessions. And here, business requirements can be visualized in different forms, like mockups, wireframes, or prototypes. Again, ensuring alignment on everything. Iterative feedback loop. BAs should be involved in the whole process of creating the mockups so that they ensure that end requirements are met. And this collaboration ensures that the final product is both user-friendly and aligned with business goals. And of course, documentation should be shared using different tools like Confluence or design platforms like Figma. And of course, sharing knowledge and experience is also important, and that's what we do in our meetup here. Could the same person be both a business analyst and a UX designer? My opinion is that BA and UX are distinct roles with different focuses, but sometimes it may be feasible. It may be feasible when you have product with no UI. Your product is on maintenance stage, so no active development is going on. Your project is very, very small, or your budget is limited. But otherwise, these roles are different, and you can benefit from hiring both specialists. So in this case, when you have, it's usually only a BA, and it's a BA who also works on prototypes, mockups, and does other designer responsibilities. In conclusion, I would like to say that intersection of BA and UX is not a trend, but it's a necessity, and the companies that understand that can benefit from this, and they are more likely to create products that both resonate with the users and achieve business goals. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Natalia. Thanks a lot just for an insightful presentation and for a lot of insights from the project and differences between BA and UI UX designer roles. So, and we are starting our QA session. So who is going to be the first? Guys, don't be shy. Anyone? Okay?
The question is, how do you measure customer satisfaction? Like, what's in there? Like measurement there, like what do you measure and how do you measure it? Can you measure that?
Well, from my experience, I can answer I worked only on B2B products. So it was kind of simple for us. We always had representatives, and we had a lot of discussions with these representatives, and we always had direct conversations, and they could tell us if the users are satisfied or if they are not satisfied. But I believe if you're working on B2C product or if you have different situation on your project or product, I think testing should be involved, and measuring customer satisfaction could be taken from that.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot. Who's going to be the next one? Okay, Artem, please.
Is it beneficial for BA to learn or know something about UX design by himself?
In my presentation, I told that these roles are kind of different, but I believe that a skillful BA should know the basics of UX design. I think it's not necessary, but it's beneficial. And we can see that BA is, BA kind of has a lot of fields of expertise, but BAs do not go into deep in some cases. For example, BAs should know some QA, they are like T-shaped engineers, some QA and some UX and other fields of expertise as well.
Thank you.
Do you guys fight a lot?
Okay, here is a tricky one. Do you guys fight a lot?
Sometimes, but we try not to. There is another question.
So sometimes it's the answer, yeah? So
Yeah.
sometimes it happens, okay.
That's right.
It's going to be a bit louder.
So you told that you had previously worked, you had a deep dive into the QA work, and you kind of be that have an experience in that. So can you tell about your way? I mean, what kind of BA you are, in which sites you had been thrown during your career, and how do you feel about that, and what you can tell about it to other BAs?
Okay. Well, from what I see, BA can develop. I worked in business analytics, so we know that there are also system analysts who are more technical specialists, and this is one of the ways in which BA can develop. So from business analyst, you can develop into system analyst if you are more of a tech person. Also, you can go into a different direction, an opposite. I wouldn't say it's the opposite direction, but it's different. In product management or project management, so that's the other way. Actually, these are two different ways, I believe. So project management is more about the team, and product management is more about the product.
Yeah, it's kind of vertical growth.
Yeah.
And other things is like horizontal. Yeah, and what do you prefer?
I think I prefer product management.
Okay,
Well, at first I thought system analysis would be very cool because it's technical, but I think I'm more interested in product management.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, guys, thanks a lot. Okay, so I count till 3. 3, 2, 1. Another just last chance for the last question. No one? Okay, so Natalia, thanks a lot. Thank you a lot. Once again, a warm welcome.